Here in this video, we're going to learn about pivot and unpivot thing, what exactly that is. To understand this, I'm going to take you to the pivot in Excel. If you're someone who is familiar with Excel and creating the pivot into that, then it's going to be comparatively simple for you. If you're someone who is not familiar with Excel and pivot, then still it's going to be fine. I'm just going to quickly explain you what exactly this is, right? So over here what you see is the original data is this is the base data for which we have created the pivot. Pivot is nothing but the summarization of the data which you have. Okay, so over here the summarization which we have done in pivot is we are going to see the total bill by product line and the city. Okay, so for that what we have done is city we have reflecting over here, product line is here. So now if you observe this row, what it simply says is sports and travel product line have total bill in Yangon city of this much on 1st of Jan. So in this data you would not have that particular this much of the sales amount for Yangon city in sports and travel and on 1st Jan in another entry. Okay, so that's how it had summarized it. Now let's say you need to work in Power BI and you are importing the data, and unfortunately that is the only table, I mean the data which you have in Excel is nothing but the pivot table. Okay, and you have to work on that. So how are you gonna manage that? So like you just observed, I'm just importing that particular Excel file, and from that I'm choosing the pivot. Okay, so here is what I got. Right now usually we do load, but this time you have to go in transform data. Okay, as soon as I do this, it's going to take me into the Power Query. Okay, and over here first of all we will be removing the columns which are not exactly required. For example, these are the columns which I don't really need, so remove columns. Done. Then there will be a grand total column which I require to remove, which is nowhere else but here. Okay, so let me just remove this column also. Then the other part which I need to do is, you see, observe this particular row, this is nothing but the heading of the data. Okay, so I need to make it as a header, so just select this, or even if you don't select this, that's gonna be fine. Come over here on the home tab, you see in transform group you have this option, use first row as header. Just click that and that's going to convert it. Okay, next thing which we require to work on is remove the grand total at bottom. So if you go in your pivot data in Excel, and if you go at the bottom you have grand total over here which we need to remove. So for that we would also require to go in, we have approximately 1000 records and we would require to go at the bottom. It's gonna take few moments. All right, so let's just give it few moment and try to go at the bottom. All right, we are very close to that now, almost there. You can also do paste down, control down, etc. Now here we got this. Right now we need to remove this particular row, so for that just select it and over here, come over here, remove rows, and the bottom rows, how many bottom rows you want to delete from here. So I just want to delete one. Now just say okay. Now here we have our data, unnecessary data removed out of it. The next thing which we need to do is these things. We want to see these cities in one column over here and the values in another column, right? So for that just select this first column, control and select another one, hold control and then select another one. All right, and then you need to go on transform tab. From transform tab you see this option unpivot columns. Just click this drop down, click on this unpivot columns. As soon as you do this, what you see here, in one column you have the city, in another column you have the value. Now let's just rename this. Here I'm going to say city, and just to this I'm going to say total bill. All right, this is it. So you see we are done with unpivoting the things. Now what if we want to pivot it again? So again, let's say if we want to pivot it, so we just need to select these two columns if you want to pivot it, or if you want to bring this product line at the column level, you can select this and this. Okay, but let's just focus on this city and total bill. And again on the transform tab, this time you're gonna go over here and you're gonna choose pivot columns, right? Then here it asks which column you want to use in the value, I mean which column you want to perform the aggregation. Just select this. There are the advanced options also. Let me know if you would like me to cover the advanced options in the comment section. I'll create another video for pivoting. Okay, now total bill is something which I want to use as aggregating column, and just say okay. As soon as you do this, you see all the city names are on heading, and the values are again back over here. So now I just hope that it was clear to you. Next, come back over here and say save and close, right? Let me just come back to this particular page and let me show that to you. Sorry for that, this dog's barking and I can't help on that part. Okay, so now as soon as you come over here in the pivot, you're gonna see that kind of data. Come back over here and here is what you see. All right, not over here, over here. So what you see is right this Yangon city, and then into this you might require to go a little down. Okay, or maybe you can just open the filter to see the values. Okay, and just remove the blanks and then you can see the values. Boom. Yeah, so this is how you can use the pivoting and unpivoting, which I primarily wanted to cover in this video, which is done. Just in case of any doubt, do let me know into the comment section. I'll definitely try to help you out. Until then, happy learning. Wish you very all the best.